Hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general tarot reading for those born under the energy of Cancer. This will be for January 2019. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and hopefully 2019 will be your year. Let's see what January is like. I'd also like to thank you also for the support I've been getting, especially from Cancers, it seems, this year since I've started. So thank you for those that have subscribed or dropped a like on a video. I do appreciate it. Okay, Cancer, let's see what we've got for you. One more shuffle. Okay. So, focus of the reading, Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is talking about love lost, obviously. I'm getting this could have been a soulmate that you were dealing with. Something didn't work out, hopefully, the way that you wanted it to. It's not to say that it won't, but at least for this moment it is the way it is. Challenge, Eight of Wands. So there's an obvious lack of communication, and quite possibly it's lack of communication that is keeping you in this Ace of Cups in reverse energy. Difficult to deal with. Foundation, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be dealing with an earth sign you were dealing with, possibly. I'm getting more, this is you're trying to remain stable and calm, but it's really, I'm already getting this is quite difficult. It's sort of turned things a bit upside down, where you could be feeling a bit unstable. Well, I'm actually getting this as it's also to do with money too. Probably isn't doing very well, and it's just you really don't have much left at this time. With this going on, it's only added to it all. So I think that's sort of loss of stability. It's not unstable is the wrong word, but it's that lack of or loss of stability. So recent past, unable to walk away, unable to move forward from this love. Obviously it's someone that you deeply care about, deeply have feelings for, whether you're with this person or not. But whoever it is, you find it very difficult to move on from them. I'm also feeling it's like it's either that you feel that you don't want to, or feel that you probably shouldn't. There's a bit of confusion. Current moment, Chariot in the upright. So in the current moment, you're basically trying to, well, not trying, it's finding more, that stability, that coming back into yourself. Chariot is the card of Cancer, so it's really trying to get that emotional stability back, whereas things might be looking grim on some aspects in a material or physical, like 3D sense. But this is more of a, coming back into a spiritual whole. I guess it's what come to me. It's like being yourself again, like your true self. Finding that that stillness, that stability. and basically being patient, seems, with this person. In the possible future, Hanging Man, so still feeling stuck, not able to move forward. So this is something that's going to carry on, it seems. It's this lack of communication is a really big issue. It's like you can't do anything because you're just unsure. You don't know anything for sure, and so you're trying not to make decisions based on assumptions, coming back into this strength that you have. And I'm getting, it's like better than that. So you're trying to make, you'd make informed decisions if you had the information, so that's kind of what you're waiting for, and that's the challenge in this. It's like, is this really lost? Is this cup really empty? Do you really know for sure? That's sort of what you need to find out, or at least you're waiting to find out. So as you see yourself in this moment, basically trying to, get back into work, trying to make those pentacles happen, focusing on work, trying to do what you're supposed to do, having that drive, that focus, and focusing it onto something productive. How other people see you in this time. 5 of Wands in reverse. So, people see that whether they know about it or not, possibly what's been going on with this stuff with you, but they see you as quite a stable person, someone that doesn't want to start conflict, someone that doesn't want to start arguments. It's like, I'm getting that too with this. It's like this communication that you're waiting for. It's like it's not something that you want to argue about. You just want to know things. There's certain things you need to talk with about this person, or they need to talk about with you. And it's just, but how you're seen as someone that's, not out there to compete for someone's attention or for their time, compete with other people. You're allowing them to make their decisions, make their choices, and trying not to, I guess, influence is one way of putting it, or try and manipulate a situation. You kind of just, you're standing back at your own, even though it hurts you, you're standing back from the situation and allowing things to unfold as they should. The hopes and fears. You're hoping that this will be, you're hoping for a new beginning with this person. Whether it could be an ex, it could be a relationship that's taken a break, but I feel this is someone, it's someone that you're not with now, someone very close to you, being with, I'm getting it's like it quite could possibly be a soulmate that you're dealing with, and that's why it's so difficult, and you have to be very careful, and that, they might be going through some conflict at the time, and so you don't want to interfere, and you're just feeling it's just stuck, can't go forward without communication. So possible outcome, 2 of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting, I'd like to clarify it first, but I'm getting it's like you do end up receiving communication, and will no longer leave you stuck, and you will be able to see the way forward. It's like in the upright, it's someone that's standing between 2 paths and not knowing which direction to take. But in the reverse, this is making a clear decision to go one way or another. I think if this person opens up this channel of communication for you, you'll basically know to move forward in that direction quite clearly. overall here. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it's talking, I'm getting a lot like, it's like finances aren't great, you know, work possibly, you know, might be looking for a new job, or, you know, things haven't been working out in that sense too, which is only adding to all of this, you know, especially if things are like that. It's very hard to move towards someone, you know, when you can't sort of just sweep them off their feet and, you know, take them to dinner, or, you know, all that sort of date stuff, you know, and it could make things very difficult. So you're focusing on your work and trying to improve those certain aspects in your life, and trying to do something productive with the energy that you do have. Alright, so we'll do some clarification here for you, Cancer. Yeah, I am getting that this, it seems like this communication is going to start coming through, and it's just like to remain hopeful. If you want this new beginning, it's like I did get something there, but I don't want to sort of say something too positive if it's, you know, it is a general read, so. Keep the faith, you know, it's the best I can say, really. If that's what you want, there's every chance it could happen. So, let's see, Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, communication, very little of. What communication there has been hasn't been anything where it's like heartfelt, or on really like they're holding back, basically. They're on guard, sort of thing. I guess they got stuff going on themselves, and yeah, they're on guard. They have. It's difficult for them to come forward with communication, at least at this moment. Let's see with the Eight of Wands about this communication here. Nine of Cups in reverse. So it's without knowing, without this communication, it's like this. It's like this is what you were wishing for. It was like it didn't come to pass. You know what's happening. But that's how you feel at this moment. It's not to say that's going to remain that way. It's like I'm also getting like you could move on from this thing, but it's like you don't want to. It's like you really want this person, whoever it is. It's like you really love them, and it seems like because they're not coming towards you, they're not giving you anything but, you know, small, sharp, you know, it's not much communication. What communication you do get is pretty much probably one-sided, more from yourself, not from the other person. They're being quite held back with what they're saying. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Let's see. Two of Pentacles in the upright. So it's trying to find that stability, trying to find the balance between things. It's like juggling this relationship and juggling, you know, material matters as well, or it could be, you know, trying to juggle between the head and the heart. You know, what your head's telling you and what your heart's telling you. A bit of conflict, which is, you know, bringing this, you know, this situation. You know, it's not a stable situation to be in, but how you are is really, you know, it's, you know, coming into yourself and, you know, trying to accept things as they are and what they will be, and not interfering in this. You know, it takes a lot of courage when you feel this way, I'm sure. It's like you're standing your ground. So, Eight of Cups in reverse, recent past. Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, so yeah, could very well be dealing with a soulmate here. It could be with another water sign, perhaps, or, you know, this is just your energy with it. Being balanced, emotionally stable, offering care and assistance. Possibly it's like this person's been going through some stuff, you tried to help them, and because you know who they are to you, I'm feeling like whatever you've done in this situation was the right thing. And it's like, if all you can do is sit and wait, it's like, then I'll sit, then I'll wait, you know. Chariot here, current situation. Yeah, Star. So this has a lot to do with, you know, your healing, doing your own work, you know, that sort of work, working on yourself, coming through, you know, the other side of it. It's about, you know, having faith, rebuilding a faith if it was lost, you know, rebuilding faith in yourself, possibly in this other person, possibly in the relationship. It also talks about divine timing, and because I'm seeing, it's like looking right at it, it's like you're aware that if it hasn't happened yet, it's not supposed to, and if it is supposed to happen, it will happen when it's supposed to, you know, with divine timing. If it hasn't happened yet, there is a reason for it, and it's something that, you know, obviously you don't know about, they won't talk to you about it. It would probably be very difficult for them to do so. So Eight of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So basically you're trying not to focus on this this loss that you're feeling. You're trying to put your time and effort into your work, trying to focus on that, you know, being productive. It's obviously, yeah, it's a soulmate that you're dealing with, and you can't be with them at this time, and it's heartbreaking. So you're trying to focus on other things and trying to improve yourself and your life, focusing on healing, coming back into yourself, focusing on material matters where you're putting in your time. And sometimes, you know, just taking time for yourself and just not doing anything, just if that's what you need to do. I'm getting, though, sort of looking at this card, it's like all is not lost is what I'm getting. And divine timing. So there is a reason, and yeah, I just don't know what that is yet. I'm sure it'll all come out eventually. It might be hurtful for you to find out some of this stuff too, and that's probably why they're avoiding trying to talk about it. I do feel that you have tried to help them in the past, perhaps, and it's also possibly because you know them so well, you know who they are to you, that it's like you're not giving up on them. Even though you feel like you're stuck, you can't do anything about it or the situation, you can't go forward towards them. And yeah, it's, you know, it takes a lot of strength to be able to do that, honestly. It's like I think you know, it's like they need to come to you, they need to communicate with you. Let's see, 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So, even though you're going through this hardship, I mean, the way that you're being perceived is, you know, you're not a cold person, you don't look like you're being left out in the cold, so to speak, as the card relates to, in the upright. But this is, you know, people see you as someone warm and loving and caring. And someone that has worth. It could also relate to this other person seeing you in this light. Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. So twice here. So it's a big focus on work at the moment. This could actually be a new opportunity with work. Doing something new, starting to rebuild finances, rebuild life, you know, and just allowing the universe to take care of this stuff for you, and just concentrating on yourself and what you feel you need to do. It's pretty wise. 2 of Wands in reverse for the outcome. Yeah. You're not going to be walking away from this person. Is what I'm getting. It's like that's the path. It's like it's already chosen. It's like you have too much invested with them. There's too much love. Whether it's one-sided or not, I can't say because it's a general, but it's like, yeah, you don't want to walk away from it, the situation. And the possible future of the Hangman, or the near future. Ace of Cups in the upright. So yeah, it seems like this waiting, hoping, wishing, you know, having that faith could very well pay off, because yeah, I'm getting, it seems like, I was getting it like this communication is going to be coming in and it will help you make a clear decision. You're not walking away from this relationship, and it's going to lead to something really beautiful when they're ready, when they've done their work, when they're come through their cycles. It seems like this cup will be presented to you, and you will be going forward in a direction very focused. So it'll be clear. I don't think it matters what this person hasn't told you. I think whatever it is that's been going on, if they do, my advice is, be patient with them, just listen. Don't try and sort of interrupt or put across too much of what they should or shouldn't do or anything like that, perhaps. Just listen to them, just be there for them, listen to them, be a friend to them. Is what I'm getting. It's be patient with them. There's a lot of things that you don't know. There's a lot of things that you will find out, and they're going to be, if they do come to you like in this way, it's going to be very difficult for them to do. I think they understand that they've caused you a lot of pain and suffering in the past, so overall for that is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it's no longer watching and waiting at that point. It's going to be going forward with clear direction, I see. I'm going to pull a couple more cards here for you. What's the most important message for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know most of all? The Shadow. This is a new deck. I'm just trying to think. What does that one relate to again? 18 is... Oh, I know it. Come on. I just can't think of it right now. It'll come to me. Another card. Yeah. My memory's terrible these days. Can't do much about that. It's only going to get worse. So it sucks, like, if I try and think about something logical while I'm doing a reading, it can pull me out of it really easily. I can go blank. It's like, yeah, it just sucks. But you get that on the big jobs. Trapped in fear. So, this one is the Eight of Swords, the normal tarot. So, this is basically showing it's like, yeah, you might feel like everything is terrible and it's all for the worst and nothing's going to work out, and just looking at, you probably are trying to see the hope, and even though you're going through healing and, having your wishes go out there and everything like that, but just seeing like at this time it's like this wish hasn't been granted, it hasn't been fulfilled, and it's put you in a very negative state mentally, and just sort of thinking, and it's like oh, it's not going to happen, or it's all this sort of stuff. Shadow. Oh, I can't remember what that card is. It's the 18 again. It's not. Oh, it's Judgment, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it? I actually got to check. It's gonna bug me now. It's gonna bug me. Oh, the Moon, of course, yeah. The Moon card. Yeah, makes more sense. So, the Moon is relating to the unknown, secrets. Basically, that's what's shrouded in shadow, and it's keeping you in a place of anxiety and fear. And it's just the not knowing, you don't know which way to go, and it's keeping you very stuck. let's see, from, give some romance cards here. What's the advice for Cancer in this relationship here? Yeah, I'm getting this unknowing is keeping you trapped in this place, and that's the important thing. It's you need to be able to release yourself from it, you know, to let go of this stuff from the past, or you know, don't let it sort of get to you, or don't try and make assumptions about things, or you just don't know at this time. So it's like, focus on other things, focus on, you know, getting other things in your life going. So if this relationship does come to pass, you know, then you'll be in a better position, you'll be ready. You know, if they come to, you know, you want to be in a good state of, you know, emotionally happy, and you know, have your place in order, and finances are starting to get going. You know, you want to be able to be in a place where you can support them in that time. I do get, it's like they're going to need your support. I do get that. Yeah, they will start opening communication. Whoever this does resonate with, of course. Let's see. Forgiveness, yeah. It's a big part of it. To forgive. If they've hurt you in the past, you need to be able to forgive them. And that's how you release yourself and release them as well. You know. Let's see, one more card. Reflection. So yes, it's all about taking time for yourself right now. Reflect, heal, remove yourself from this negative energy of thinking, forgive, let it go, and yeah, allow it to happen when it's supposed to. So it seems that there's a very good chance that it will. Okay, Cancer, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed your reading.